Okay, hello! It is time for another banjo race, starting only slightly late here and realizing that I need to open live split. I knew I missed something. But it's time for a redo of last week's GDO, no, I almost said ZDO versus Znernicus, I guess. GDO versus Znernicus. We had a feverish and not quite
Yeah,
all
I was
there
not in a good
Znernicus last week. It
not in
made
a good
for
state.
an interesting run. But we're going to GDO has graciously offered to start the whole thing over to
I
get a
appreciate
proper
that. It's
3
very
races
generous.
in.
Yeah, it
Um,
wasn't until like the day after I was like, let's do it again, when I found out that if you don't reset on a puzzle, it only really loses like 3 seconds, and I was like, whatever. Znernicus
uh-huh.
will appreciate.
Yeah, it wasn't like that mistake cost the most
No,
amount of
it
time. It
was,
was mostly
yeah.
like various issues throughout the run, the very beginning, the mayhem
I
sections.
want a full power showdown.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
I definitely think I can play to my normal potential today.
Oh boy.
It should make for a good watch.
If something goes poorly, it's just me screwing up.
Excuse me.
No other excuses.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, we definitely, from watching the race, there was a... I feel like we could feel it. After, I couldn't name the exact point, but there was a certain point in which it was like, ooh, these little mistakes that are adding up to bigger time loss definitely don't feel like something that we would usually see from someone with your time who's all there. Speaking of times, this is still all accurate. Yes, 43:16 and
Yes,
42:55.
no change
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Yeah.
maybe we'll see one today. Who knows?
Who
Oh
knows?
god, I hope so.
All right. We should be good to start up then. If you guys are ready,
Yes.
Yeah, just
All
one
right.
sec.
sure. I will.
Not to hold it up, but I'm
No, you're
just
fine.
cleaning
Mhm.
something out of the crack of my N64.
All right.
It was
I'll
bugging
get
me.
the... Oh, that's my voice. We'll leave it on a little
Yep.
bit longer.
We're gonna have to
Yeah.
whip out the isopropyl after this race is
Oh
over.
yeah.
Okay, I am ready.
All right. Well, we will get going then. I'll count you down. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Good luck.
Good luck, GDO.
Off they go. And now I need to be ready to, first of all, fix. Oh, okay. Well, that's me. Also, they got out of sync while I was setting up, but I'll fix that in just a moment. Let me... I feel like it's something to do with these two streams. One of them is having a bad internet time or something, because I remember this happening last time as well. So far, no problems. I just need to get... There's GDO. Okay. All right, that should be about 50. Yes, okay. They're about synced up now. It might be slightly off, but it also might change. Also, why is this still going? I'm sorry. GDO's, oh, you know what it is? I unmuted Znernicus, not GDO. Let's go to GDO's audio, because I think his is a bit better balanced. Okay, now we're going for real. I hope everyone is ready to have a good time. A good banjo race time. Let me, There we go. That should be a bit better. Like I said in the intro, we are redoing this here. We had a incident last week in which Znernicus was kind of not feeling great, but thinking that he could probably do it. wanted to get at least one race out of the way, so the scheduling wasn't all for nothing, but ended up having a really bad time and not feeling fully there by the end of the run. And like we said, GDO wanted to have a proper winter finals, so we're doing it over from the start. And it's a pretty good start too. We're not too far off from each other. I feel like I'm gonna have to keep checking these two to make sure they're not, no, they're still just about, yeah, they're in sync still now, so I'll not touch it until I see a bunch of frame drops happening or something. Maybe a little bit, lower on that. Go and Boone, hello. If audio levels need to be changed or anything, please let me know. Trying to make sure that it's all good, but I think that between my normal streaming setup and my BanjoRace profile, I might have some of my settings a little bit different, so if I sound too quiet or anything, just let me know. Okay. It's well, it's not quite morning anymore, but it's midday. It's noon for me now, so we'll see how my day goes after this. I slept in a little bit, woke up at like 11, and had a bowl of cereal, and now I'm doing this. So that's my day so far. Starting it off strong with winners finals, BanjoRace. I think it'll be a little while before whoever wins this has their next race. Australia, actually, but yeah, Japan and Australia are only like an hour off time zone wise, so good guess. But yeah, so I think let me bring up the, let's take a look at the challenge for a moment. Okay, so it is Thunderstorm and General Toucan's got a schedule. The winner of that will race the loser of this, and then the winner of this will race the winner of the loser versus the winner, yes, of that. Okay, GGM early time. Okay, pretty quick setup from GDO. Didn't have to adjust the camera or anything, just needed to beak bust twice. Ooh, and Znern gets it first try. It's good, making up a little bit of time, because the gap, I feel like there was a bit of a gap at the end of Klungo, but not quite as large as it is here. Maybe, I think it might be related to the push missing from one of their sides, but of course, as usual, I sync the timers before the race and they get completely out of sync at the start of it, so. I also just realized my timer on screen might be, it's a few seconds off. I could have just kept that information to myself and it would have never bothered you, I guess, but now you know, sorry. Because I had to pause the person who was ahead for a bit. What is that? Is that Yoshi? It is. It's Yoshi's head on the DKC spider. Huh. Is Discord being weird again? Am I? Let's see. Okay. we're just not gonna worry about it. I have Discord on voice activation. I am not sure why my little indicator isn't lighting up when it's activating. Who knows? Alright, no problems with detonator levitation for either of them. So keeping about the same distance. I'll watch GDO leave the TP here. About 7:31 leaving. I think we've got like a maybe 8, 10. Yeah, just about 9 seconds. That difference can definitely be made up, just depending on how things go. Ooh. Not quite close enough to just flutter down cleanly. Both of them having pretty similar setups, but ooh, nice. Znern gets the flutter to the platform, and GDO gets a bonk? I didn't even say anything! Ooh, man. Also, maybe slightly of note was Znern taking the camera around towards Mumbo instead of towards the like Humba Wumba side, which is a bit less laggy when you're doing that jump, but kind of fiddly to set up without screwing up your trajectory. But yeah, that Znern having such a clean section there and GDO getting a bonk brought them quite a bit closer together. Ooh, oh my god. He started that bill drill so close to the edge of the rock that it looked like it wasn't going to hit it. Like it was going to do that thing where it sort of slides down. Oh, that's right. Znern does the quick setup for the backflip here. Makes me nervous every— No! Okay. He set it back up pretty easily. No problems there, but still hurts. Both times had to try and do an extra beak bust because Banjo just wasn't quite grabbing the very bottom of the ladder. Alright. Oh. GDO. If his TV feed is anything like the, No! Wait, okay. Okay, he's okay? Wait, I'm confused. I looked away because I was so I was so emotionally affected. I don't understand what happened. I'll have to watch that back. God, how stressful. Alright. Oh, Zner doesn't really have his camera. That might be a little low. No? Okay, still fine. The fire switch forgiveth. It was definitely on the lower end of where you can be, but not too low. Oh, excuse me. Oh no! We had a flutter out of Talon Trot there, and a backflip for style. Every time they're on a jam jars thing, I'm just like holding my breath. Alright, first puzzle coming up in mere moments. Well, after all the cutscene and dialogue, I guess. Oh, GDO got a weird camera. I mean, he was kind of... So like, Znern's going up here with his camera facing straight towards the temple. GDO had turned it kind of to the right of the temple. Maybe that's why his camera did that. How weird. Alright, off we go. Been watching a lot of people playing on NSO lately, so it'll be nice to finally see a puzzle that my brain can keep up with. This pattern of pieces, it's not awful, but it's definitely not good. Meanwhile, I didn't really get to see the start of Znerns, but okay, they had both about the same puzzle-wise. It looked like puzzle piece pattern that wasn't the best, and handling that also wasn't the best, but it's empty, so getting above 90 is not a challenge. Slow motion gameplay, I know. Watching the NSO puzzles. Oh god, I can't stop yawning. I'm sorry, I've just woken up the last, like, hour and a half. So this is just gonna keep happening. If you're sleepy, I'm sorry. Watching the NSO ones, it's unsettling. It's very uncomfortable. Because it's not just there being no lag, the speed of, like, how things are working. It's the animations too. Like when Banjo does, like, the hand does the thumbs up at the end. In this one, it kind of like floats there, moves up and down. In the Switch version, it's like like, oh no, not quite on the pad, having to eat all of the lag from the boulder dust there. Whew. Recovering from COVID, aw, that sucks. Recovering's good, but yeah, COVID sucks. They're still pretty close together. Not really much has happened to extremely widen or close the gap. There's that bill drill, not the bill drill, but the jump on the flight pad lost GDO maybe like a second or two, but it's good to see. Excuse me. Not just a race that's close, like they're not too far apart from each other, but seeing that that's maintained. It's not widening significantly. I'm so sniffly. Are there people in this world that aren't, like, a little bit sniffly all the time? Because if so, they should count their blessings. Alright, GDO getting the grenade shot on the first try this time. Took him 3 last week, but he's learned his lesson, I guess. No, that was just a series of just exactly the wrong thing happening several times in a row. Ooh, that was clean. The Ginger pickup to aiming for the temple. Really clean flight section for GDO. Ooh. Znern not only landing, but getting, like, about as laggy a camera as you can get there. They're on the same platform. This tournament is fully Nintendo 64. If one looks crisper than the other, it's just going to be a difference in their captures, or possibly any, like, post-processing, like if they have a color adjustment or sharpness filter or anything like that. I think it looks like, oh no, not a bonk for Znern. You hate to see it when someone's behind and then they get a bonk. Well, no one was gonna run NSO for it because the tournament from the start has been N64 only. Ya goober. There's a reason nobody's running Xbox in it either, because it would just not be fair or comparable. Yeah. Allergy season is just all year long for me. Alright. I was watching Znern, so I didn't catch how GDO's flies went, but Znern's are... Where's the last one? Where is it? Oh, it's right above you! God. I hate that. That sucks. Oh, I missed that he didn't get the treble clef. Oof, yeah. That's rough. Good job knowing that you can make that jump without having to flutter, though, from the... I'm actually surprised. I'm trying to think about that. I know with the bridge, if you do it from the very middle of the bridge, you don't take fall. Aw, I hate that. When you're trying to slide forward with your backflip and it just, like, stops, and then you don't get to get up. We gotta see more frame counts, right? That's what we want. Okay. Once again, being so focused on what was happening on Znern's side, I didn't catch what GDO got for his prison code. It seemed like I would assume first or second try, though. Okay, yeah, first. I feel like you... Oh, man. Znern's got third try, but he also accidentally walked onto the moon after the star. That's rough. I feel like there is a certain sort of intuition you have for even if you're not looking, if you just keep hearing the switches going over and over again, it's like, wait a moment, weren't you supposed to be done by now? Yeah, Znern's getting a combination here of bad luck on the flies and the code, and also just poor, like, moments of, excuse me, execution just not going right, like accidentally walking onto the wrong switch or missing the treble clef or backflipping and not making it up the platform. Just need to tighten things up and hopefully can make up the difference. Wow! We got a Welsh whale raid. Welcome to the stream and thank you for the raid. It is Tooie content time. Ah, not quite getting into talent trot there. That feels bad. Alright, GDO had an 88 on GGM. Let's see how it goes for Znern. No! I hate when that happens. When you very clearly tried to put the puzzle piece down in the right spot, but like the hand just keeps moving and it feels like you throw it onto the next one. Alright, 86. Let's see how this Witchy World goes. I was gonna say, I wouldn't have picked that one up. Well, I might have, but it wouldn't have been on purpose, because where does that go? Wow, every single piece in that, the second from the bottom row was missing, huh? Yeah, at the very start, the middle three are all just that, like, wood pattern. And I, of course, didn't look at the number, so I don't know the time, but we will, we'll look at Znern's after this. Ugh. Alright. Got one more puzzle to go here. Hope everyone is having a lovely whatever time of whatever day it is for you, by the way. Enjoying some BanjoRace at the end of your day, or maybe the start or the middle, I don't know. Probably mostly the end. Alright, 84 is respectable. That's all the puzzles until JRL done. Alright. Do I need to Google, like, trick to stop yawning? Someone Google that for me and tell me how. How do I stop? I am engaged. I just... physiologically, my body says no. You will yawn again. Oh boy! We got a Larry raid coming from someone who's just beaten Ocarina of Time for the first time. What good timing, too, with the Booter tournament, Banjo Ocarina of Time randomizer tournament coming up. If you're interested in that, definitely join the BanjoRace Discord and watch for announcements. I believe, if I recall correctly, it was December 2nd was the due date for the qualifiers. Let me see. December 1st. Which is December 2nd for me, so... technically right. Yeah, Larry, so you've beaten the game once ever now, which means you should be ready to do a randomizer, right? Alright, we're both in Witchy World now. There is a pretty big gap at the moment between GDO and Znernicus. Some of it's due to RNG, some of it is due to just unfortunate mistakes. Who knows how the tent will treat them this time. That could be a way to close some time if Znern handles it well. We'll try one eventually? Nice, yeah. I would definitely understand being like, I am not going to replay that game entirely right now after playing it entirely. So, Majora's Mask next, though? Look at it this way. Majora's Mask is the Tooie of the Zelda N64s. Wow, that was clean. Did you see that tent rope setup? It wasn't even like a fraction of a degree off. The angle was perfect. Oh no. Alright, gotta make sure to aim low enough but not hit the thing here, standing where he is. No problems. Also doesn't look like any problems from Znern, which is good, because last week when he got to the top of the ladder, Dive of Death, he jumped a little bit early and almost fell all the way back down. That was a spooky one. Okay, nobody bonking on Split Up. You always like to see. Okay, nice. That was a really fast setup. It like didn't have to adjust at all. And I, as someone who has given up on jumping up the rope because I fall every time, I respect the simple, just walk up, get to safety. Don't even mess around. All right. One more puzzle. Well, two more in total, but one more per player. I feel like I often don't know how to feel about a puzzle split up until like after you start. like, sometimes it's obvious. It's like, oh my god, that's so perfect. All of the pieces in this spot are right next to each other, and they're close. Excuse me, 81? But, like, when they all kind of go to different places and it's really random, it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure how to judge this. Felt like the pieces that he was choosing were in a good order, at least. Lots of, like, put a piece down, pick up the piece that's right next to it, and put it down, pick up the piece that's right next to it, etc., etc. It's Nern's turn. Oh no. We're having a bit of a struggle getting them in the right spots. Okay. Alright, we're back in it. Back in it. Everything's fine now. Ooh, these last few pieces are like right where they need to be too. Still got an 80. Still got an 80. I think I like Znern's pattern, the split up, better than GDO's. Uh-oh, GDO. GDO, what was that? GDO, don't do this to me. You're making me nervous. What are you... what are you doing? Is he worried that he reset too early? I think GDO's worried that he reset too early. But now he's remembering. Now, if I did just go there and tag the warp silo, like, I think if I remember right, people have said that the ideal is tag the warp silo, but use the obelisk to warp to the temple to do the puzzle. That way you don't have to go through as many loading zones. I guess we're about to see. God, I'm... What were those pauses about? I hope it was nothing. I hope he was just being extra cautious, paranoid. Oh boy. Well, you're gonna know if he... Yeah, he's really turning the camera to try and see... No, you're fine, you're fine. Look, it's open. God. Oh, you know what? Maybe he was checking feather totals. Did he use up... No, he didn't use up any extra feathers. And he got... I want to say he got red feathers in Witchy World. I don't remember. Maybe it was feathers, though. Maybe he didn't get red feathers in Witchy World and had a moment of, oh god, do I have more than 5? It was one of the two. I gotta ask. Ask Geo about random pauses. There we go. I got a note. Alright, time to get past the Inky, my mortal enemy. I hate that octopus. Just one of those things where, like, I will be completely fine for forever and be like, oh yeah, I just do it and it's fine. And then I will be not fine. And I won't feel like I've done anything differently to what I was doing when it was fine. And I learned nothing. Oh yeah, are you gonna play through it on NSO? Ooh. A little spooky. Gotta make sure not to drop any. Okay, no, we're good. Maybe need a break with the N64 controller. Yeah, that's fair. Welcome to the stream. Tweety bird. Tweety there. Oh, Znern dropping a couple swim strokes there. Oh god damn, look at him go now though. He's like bloop, 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 bloop. I'm making sound effects for him since we can't hear. I've learned you don't really need the sound to be able to do the fast swimming if you just like keep an eye on like how the movement is going. You can just respond to the impulse forward instead of the sound of the swim pretty easily. It's a little hard to do if you're not swimming in like a straight line. Because like moving the camera around a bunch kind of makes it hard to see, but once you've got the rhythm down, it's not as important. Alright, we got blue. Like they both had green at the start, yeah? Either they both had green or GDO had green and Znern had blue. So they both took their klungos down at about the same time, but there was a bit of a gap getting out. I say about the same time, you know, like a few seconds different kind of thing. Okay, no, it was blue-green then. So we got blue-green and green-blue. You have to save a little bit of time here if we do it right, which it looks like he has. You'll love to see it. Alright, last move of the run before the final boss. No bonks for GDO. He's safe. Excuse me. Ooh, that was a little spooky. Znern got the thing again where you start your backflip before you're moving, so you don't get the slide that you usually get. Just like stopped and backflipped in place. Also bonk free, yay. Well, not bonk free for the whole run. They both got bonks, but for this last one. Hello, Arix. It is time for the end of the first race. If you were here last week, you might know that GDO and Znern have already done one race, but Znernicus was sick. He was not feeling well, and by the end of the race, things were going very badly, and he was like, I can't do anymore. I was like struggling to keep my eyes open. That's why I forgot to reset the puzzle, blah blah blah. And so GDO has opted to have us just start over completely, wipe the slate clean, do a proper best of 3 with both of them in bodies and minds in working order. Which is very generous. And also should make for a more exciting set of races today. Oh yeah. Alright. GDO's just finishing the Hag1 cutscene here while Znern is sort of at the start. There's a pretty big gap. So we got 3610 entering the file for GDO. I'll try and note when Znern does the same. And then we'll see if he's able to make up some time in the Hag1 fight. You never know. It ain't over till it's over. Truly. We have seen a number, actually, of Hag1 deaths in 41, so about 31 seconds. We've seen a number of deaths in Hag1 in these tournaments, so you never know. I wouldn't wish it upon either of the racers, but Gotta stay on your toes. Gotta be prepared for these kinds of things. Alright. Alright. Good first round, first set of grenades. Both of them do quick shots here, so you don't have to worry about there being like a... Oh no! There's this big gap, and also they won't be able to make it up. Ooh, okay, that was close. I was pushing it. Pushing the limit of how long you want to stay in the speed shoes there. Alright. Had to use a few more grenades, but still got the one cycle, so... Hello, Linkarf. Yeah, they're almost done with race 1. We'll have at least one more race after this to determine if there will be a race 3. It's, I mean, all things considered, it's still fairly close, even if, like, they went into Hag 1 with about 30 seconds between them. So GDO is about 30 seconds ahead of Zner, and you can see they're... This is great, actually. They're almost exactly a cycle apart. Like a phase apart, rather. GDO starting the second mortar phase right as Zner starts the first. Oh, okay, oh my god. I was worried. I didn't know if he'd, like, hit her enough times there, because the health was still going down after he looked away. Yep, and now she's pulling him away as she's putting them out. That's so... how satisfying is that? Alright, we got gold feathers here. Oh wait, no, not this phase. That'd be the next one. So we... Ooh! Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that was maybe a little bit late, but also he's at full health anyway, so... GDO having a bit of fun. Alright. Oop. The audio is having a bit of a moment with all the sound effects. I mean, you know, if you shoot the grenade in at just the right angle, maybe that would... Oh no, the wires would get in the way. Pretty close. I mean, when I say pretty close, I mean considering the gap that there is. Yeah, okay. It was gold feathers. I think this means that those pauses were GDO trying to check if he had enough red feathers. Oop. Okay. GDO getting ready to put the second clockwork in. This is winners finals, so there is a losers bracket as well. In total, well, I guess we don't know necessarily how many races are left exactly, depending on the winner's winner versus loser's winner. But the loser of this match will go on to face the winner of a match that hasn't been scheduled yet in the loser's bracket. And then the winner of that will face the winner of this for the grand final. I hope that wasn't too confusing. Oh boy, they're in the same cutscene there. Uh-oh. What's going on? Call me. I can't hear the game anymore because my phone has tried to take over my... Oh, well. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no problem. Let me disconnect that. There we go. Now that won't happen again. Oh, that was scary. Alright. GDO's coming up on final hit at 43-16-ish. Looks like 13 on his end. Let me pull him in. Alright, GG. That was pretty close actually. Znernicus just about to finish. Oh, I meant to unpause the no, it's too late. It's fine. Alright, I'll pull him in too. Okay, GG, both of you. That was a close race, but GDO does win the first one.
Well
yeah.
played, man.
Yeah.
I had the second half of my life. Yeah.
What was that?
I said, was that pretty close to a PB for Znernicus?
Ah.
So it was like no chance to PB after Mayhem, and I got third try code, and yeah, like I was 40 seconds behind, and then I had the best second half I've ever done. I got
bunch of
a gold
golds.
Witchy, gold JRL, gold with green Klungo 2, and gold Hag 1. I saved 23 seconds between, no, 25 from open Witchy World to the end, which is insane. So, wow.
What was your Witchy World gold now?
It is now. Well, I split on the DCW reset thing.
Yes. So,
Which is
you split on the reset or on the file entry?
Neither. I split when the screen freezes.
Oh.
The timing for the reset. But I now have a 355 there.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what that is on file entry. But that was.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, fair.
I'm so.
That's, yeah,
even if I
wild.
lost the race, I am fine with that because I am so happy with how I played in the second half of the run.
Yeah, you guys,
What
I
was
think...
your final time?
43, 36, I think?
I think it's at 34.
34? Yeah, I don't know.
You guys were only 20 seconds apart then at the very end of it, and you were about 30 seconds apart going into Hag 1, so you saved some time there.
I had a great Hag 1.
Yeah.
6:15.
I jumped to the right side, or the left side, instead of the right side on the first battery phase, and I'm not used to shooting from that side.
I was wondering about that. I was
Oh.
like, does GDO usually do this? I don't know. But
You
Yeah,
split at the
always-
same time I do with the Fuel Depot thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a 6:15 new gold.
that's 3 seconds better than my best.
Wow.
GG.
It was like the Hag 1 of my life.
oh yeah, I was gonna ask. I just one second. I just realized I wrote that you are 17 wins. There we go. You paused a few times before going to open JRL. Was that you checking feathers or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, the first time I did it, I was still holding R because I always hold R on the way to, you know, the silo, just to camera. But then when I went to go pause, I accidentally reset my controller. So.
Oh yeah. So the stick was.
Yeah. So the second pause was to like
to
reset my
yeah.
stick. Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't think of that.
Because I didn't mess up any of my MT movement, and so I figured I should have 5 but I wasn't,
Yeah.
because normally the way I do MT, I end on 5, but sometimes I hold my
Right.
beak bomb a little too long, and because I didn't get any feathers in Witchy World, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember what it said because I wasn't paying attention back then,
Mhm.
and so I thought, you know what, I should pause to check feathers, but
Yeah.
it probably would have been faster just to pick up a feather nest on Clifftop anyway.
I mean, in
but-
the end, with the controller shenanigans, yeah, probably. I was wondering.
Yeah, I mean,
that-
even one pause, but
Yeah, that's why it was scrolling. I was like, why is he going to check totals? I don't get. But it was the control stick
yeah.
doing the thing.
Right.
Alright, do you
that's
guys
the
need
problem with
a-
always having to hell?
Yeah, bathroom breaks
Yeah.
or anything like that? You good to go?
I will need one. Yeah.
All
I
right,
just
we'll
wanted
take
to
a.
say two funny things from
Oh,
that
yeah.
race.
Please.
One is the last fly was just hovering like above my head, and I
It was like
couldn't see it.
behind you.
Yeah.
I was so.
So that was really annoying.
Yeah.
And then the other funny thing was in GGM, I hope you saw my backup for Powerhead Basement.
Yeah. It was. So
I don't
you
know
did the.
Call of 2.
Yeah, both of you guys had power hut basements that were scary, but you ended up back on the light. I was looking back and forth and I missed like what actually happened there.
But did you midair jump or something?
You're gonna want to look back at it because
I
it's
know.
what I invented.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I will.
And I was
Yeah.
hoping I wouldn't have to break it out in the tournament, but I was ready to if I fell off.
Wild,
And no,
yeah.
I don't get back on the light. It's something else.
Okay. Oh, wow. The suspense. Because, yeah, I was looking at both of you. GDO fell, and I was like, no. And then I saw you not, getting the jump, and I was like, no. And then I looked back, and then you were at the end. And it was, yeah, definitely going to be clip worthy, I think. All right.
Yeah. So
But
now
yeah,
NET
brief intermission. Go fill water, use the bathroom, whatever you need. We'll be back in a moment.
What a strat. I went back and looked at it. What did Snopey get up to? I'm all alone! Thanks for the raid too, Larry. Hope you enjoyed your first playthrough of Ocarina of Time. Did you 100% it? Or just beat it dunge? GG easy. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I went back and looked at your strat.
Yeah. What do you think?
I didn't know you could do that. It's actually
It's insane.
really risky.
I know.
is it-
I know.
is it-
if you beat
is it-
too early or too low, you just die.
I was gonna say, is it harder than it looks? Like, I imagine yes.
It's about as hard as it looks. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to try it out. The one saving grace is if you go for the backflip and you can tell that you didn't face it well, you can feather flat back to the platform
Oh yeah,
instead of going for the beak bust. But once you commit to the beak bust, it either works or you killed yourself.
yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you just like think about that one day and thought, I wonder if this works, kind of thing?
Well, yeah, basically I fell enough times in my practice that I was like, huh, this doesn't look that high up. Like, maybe you can reach it.
That's
Interesting.
wild. Yeah, I'm gonna have to properly look at that after we're done
I should
here.
probably actually, like, share it in Discord properly. Like, clip it and post it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not
it's,
sure how
it's
many
funny.
people
It's
are gonna
funny that
wanna go
it's
for it,
like
though.
being a thing this late into the tournament
Yeah.
too. It's just like that secret Znernicus tech.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't save me time. It's like, I would rather land on the light, but
Yeah.
Yeah. it saves me time if I fall than going
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
Larry, I gotta say, when you play Majora's Mask eventually, you don't have to 100% anything, but at least go for all the masks.
Yes.
It's definitely worth. Majora's
Big
Mask is
agree.
very much more story-focused than Ocarina of Time, so if you wanna... Each character has their own little story, so the masks unlock that.
Yeah, heart pieces are kind of like OOT, where
There-
there's a bunch
there's-
of things.
yeah.
There's so many.
Ocarina of Time
But-
has 36 heart pieces, and Majora's Mask has 52, so...
And the masks each have, they're tied to like a character and a story and a thing that you get to watch play out, which is fun.
Alright, I should reset
yeah.
my file.
Yes, I was just about to say, I was like, okay, we ready to nope.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I also got, like, gifted the God RNG in this first race, too, so...
Oh, okay.
Green, blue, first try code. I got one bonk on Bill Drill.
Right.
When I got my bonk, I was like, here we go.
And then Znern bonked on Egg Aim,
did
I
bonk.
think, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Egg Aim, and then you had the third try code with the oops, I touched the moon switch early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, third try code with like an extra 2 tiles touch.
Yeah.
So it was like,
code.
Mayhem was just a disaster, and the rest of the game was pretty good.
Alright. Feeling ready for game 2?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get going then. I will count you down in just a moment. Okay. Alright, so we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go! Good luck!
Have fun!
Now I just have to watch like a hawk for the game's starting. Come on. There they go. I'm gonna say they are in sync enough. GDO's, I think, started ever so slightly earlier than Znern's, but not enough for me to want to fix it. No, GDO! No! Oh my god. I hope that neither of them have the race feed up or chat. So both of them are like, oh fuck, I missed the cutscene skip. He's gonna be so far ahead of me now. Incredible. I'm gonna double check here that they're not. Okay, yeah, no, they are within like a half second of each other synchronization wise, so I got a little bit worried because they were there was a bit more of a gap in the gameplay than I was expecting, but I think it's just because Znern took a little bit longer to set up the Klongo cutscene skip, and he triggered it later in the backflip, whereas GDO just went right into it. All right, we got red versus green. I would say tournament-wise, the actual ideal is green because you can do it fast. But at the same time, I think we don't complain about red in this house because honestly, it's kind of nice to just be like, just do a Klungo fight and know that there's gonna be no problems with it. Like, you get to set up your position for the push really in a leisurely manner. Znern getting not world's best push, but pretty good for not really getting a chance to line it up properly. And GDO, yeah. You could go down the slope a bit further, potentially, but pretty standard red push. That does put Znern in the lead, though, because of how much faster green potion is. But still very close because both of them saw the cutscene. Oh, but we got a... Okay, second try versus second try. Third try. GDO. Third try. Goodness. Maybe I should keep my... let's keep some notes going. How about... green, dose of red. There we go. We got the notes. So that I don't go... Wait, what was that thing that happened that was kind of cool? Okay. Not bad for a king, huh? I also like his strange pet thingy. Banjo says we're gonna go find that Jimmy Wiggy then, but it's gonna be a little while before we actually talk to Jim. Woo! It's like jumping on the child's head. Both of them. Alright. No problems getting up to plateau. I feel like plateau early is one of those things that really just shouldn't go wrong. But every now and then it does. And you're just like, oh god, what's going on? How did this happen to me? That GGM early setup was hot. Oh my god. Did you see that? Oh, GDO's looking good too. Ah, not quite. There we go. He had a good line there. I think just maybe didn't move forward quite as much as he needed to. But yeah, goddamn Znern. That's a good cat picture. Let's see, I'll keep an eye on when they finish the detonator section. Last time they were about 9 to 10 seconds apart with GDO in the lead. This time they might be just about the opposite. We'll see. I don't know, maybe more? Robbie Rat Poison. Thank you for the raid. What a name. Today we are watching the winners finals. This is the final race of the winners bracket before the grand finals. So whoever wins this has at minimum one more race. If they win that, the tourney's over. If they lose, then they would have one more race after that to settle the whole thing. We are currently in race 2 of potentially 3. So GDO won the first race. We do best 2 of 3. Right now, at least, GDO is bringing up the rear. Znern about, I don't know how many seconds ahead. What is it, 33 and a half going into that warp. We can, oh no! I hate when that happens. It's so fiddly trying to get back onto the notes when you don't get them. 9, 33, and 49. So like 16 seconds difference-ish. Alright, Znern had a really clean Prospector Hut section last time. Let's see if we can do it again. Looks good, yeah. It's got that down pat. Notes and I wasn't talking about the note nests themselves, but the detonator movement. Aw, GDO not quite making it, and the beak bust not getting him up either. I can pretty much guarantee nobody's doing any accidental Bitclips. If they did, I'm pretty sure it would be a time loss and would not disqualify them. Don't usually save a lot of time by accidentally falling through the floor and voiding out. Now I'm just thinking about Sonic Adventure. That's a game where you can just be running around and accidentally fall out of the level for no reason. Ooh. Oh, okay, he made it up this time. Znern does that fast setup, which I feel like you have to do the second beak bust to get up a lot more often. It's just a little spooky, but didn't fall this time. GDO doing it the tried and true. Oh no! Tried but not true today. Oh, that second beak bust like shot him up the ladder pretty far. Znern, not again! Oh my god, but he does the backup and it works, and now I've seen it, so I don't have to go back and look at it. Good god. What the hell? I have a feeling if GDO does the same thing that he did last time, we will not see him doing that backup because he has never done it before. Alright, Znern did the backup again. Coincidence? There we go. Just making notes for things to address after the race. That is a hot strat, though. Being able to just get up there, not have to, like, wander around in the dark. And having, like, a piece of movement that you've actually practiced is, like, on top of it being faster, the fact that it's just one little thing, and you can practice it and know how to do it, rather than, like, whenever, I think half of the reason why you lose so much time to not getting on the lamps isn't just that it's longer to go around, but the fact that nobody wants to fall there, so why would you have practiced the movement to, you know, to get back up? Yeah. So Znern got the funky camera going into the temple this time. See if GDO gets it again. Nope, normal today. Yeah, just under 30 seconds apart. Znern? Znern? Is this his stream or? Okay, it is his stream. Shoot. Let me see what's going on. Where's Chrome, please? 1 second, sorry. I'm just checking to see if I need to, like, reset VLC or if he's totally dead. He's totally dead. His stream is offline. Oh no. Oh man. Let me try and refresh it. No, nothing. Just in case, I'm gonna post in his chat. Because you never know, maybe OBS is just having a moment, but his internet's actually okay. Ooh, it's not coming back. Still offline. Oh no, man, what do we... I guess we'll just... Oh! Yeah, his VLC window just closed. Hmm. I'm gonna let GDO keep going for now. I had not discussed what happens. I mean, I know that, like, the rules say any hardware or software malfunctions, that's on you to sort out. There's no timeouts or stopping the race. Oh, his stream's back. We're back. We're back. I just gotta open it up. I didn't put the... Come on. Best. There we go. Come on. Did you know? Preparing your stream. Enjoy. Oh, that's a relief. I guess we're gonna have to redo the timers to make sure everyone is in sync again, but... let me get OBS up. It is not going beyond this. Did it drop again? I think it might have dropped again. Let's I'm gonna try again. Okay, come on. We can do this. Okay. Look, it's moving. Things are happening. GDO's having a pretty good time here so far, it feels like. I don't know, let me see. I mean, I know that he's behind quite a bit going into here, but like, I haven't heard or noticed any significant mistakes, feels like. And we got Znern back! Okay, now I just have to see how far apart their timers are. So Znern is ahead by a bit. So we're gonna, let me see. Give him a quick, there we go. I think that should do it. Yeah, that's about right. All right, we're back. We're fully back. GDO having no problems here, but it looks like Znern's lead has still held. Okay, let me get back to, here we go. It has shrunk. It has certainly shrunk. But let's see, that's 1730. Just going through that loading zone there versus 37.8, more like 8. So about 8 seconds apart instead of almost 30. Too bad we didn't get to see what it was that that lost Znern the time there. Because we know, I don't think, we're not gonna say GDO gained that much time by going faster than he would usually go, right? He has played without mistakes, which means on Znern's end, there have been things that have slowed him down. That was like from around... It was like just before the puzzle? Yeah, puzzles are like flies. Okay. Alright. So third try code for both of them. Keeping things even. No RNG messing up our competition here. Yep. Ooh, ooh. I like the sounds Bullion Bill makes. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, I'm done, sorry. I like GDO and Znern both opting to just jump down and flutter and move on, rather than like doing the whole jump out to the next tracks thing. Feels more consistent, also probably less laggy. When I do more runs, I'm definitely doing that. Woohoo! We're real close. Nice sliding into Talon Trot by the boop statue. Alright, now we get to watch puzzles, because we're not freaking out about a stream stopping. That was a pretty... Ooh, a little bit of a slip up at the very end. 87, looks like it could have maybe been like a low 88. Ooh, versus 89. Is it time for the puzzles to bring the time back? Dude, it's wild on NSO. Why are they... They're not just lagless, it feels like. They're like in fast motion. Like maybe the frame rate is like capped in N64 or something, and it's uncapped. I say uncapped, as in it's just 30 or something in NSO, because like even holding down the A button to like advance the text is faster than other times where you do that, I feel like. Like it feels like it's at least half again as fast. Which would kind of make sense if it's like, yeah, it's like 20 FPS at best on N64 and 30 FPS consistently on NSO maybe. I don't know. I'm pulling shit out of nowhere. I don't have any proof. This is just me speculating about reasons why things could be the way they are. Ugh. Those puzzle pieces are so sticky. Can't get them out of his hands. I didn't quite catch what Znern's time was, so I don't know how they compare, but neither of them had a perfect Witchy World puzzle for sure. 85? Okay. So 85 versus 82. 85 is respectable. 85 is pretty good. 86 is like, wow. 87 is like, huh? How'd you do that? That's what you say that to yourself when you get it too. You go like, what? Yeah, the gap is certainly not widening. In we go. about 7 seconds? I feel like I saw 2257 entering file versus like 2309. So like, yeah, more like 10 or so. Oh, you know what? Maybe your 7-second difference was before the Witchy World puzzle, which would make sense because there was about 4 seconds difference in the puzzle times. Yeah. Ah, Znern. Oh no, no! You need that. Oh god. First I got jumped into the coin, then jumped into the fruity itself, then jumped past the notes, just having a bad time. Dude, GDO came really close to like jumping into that as it was flying past him. Neither of them quite get the angle to get onto the thing here, but doesn't really matter, honestly. I hate when that happens. You get the jiggy and you're getting ready to like roll off, but you do it a bit too early, so you haven't actually moved and you just peck in place. It feels so bad. Oh, oh. GDO on Znernicus' heels. He's catching up. He's chomping at his ankles. Oh, this is exciting. This is a good race. This is so close. Eyes are feeling heavy. Is it maybe because I'm yawning? Yawning like every 30 seconds? Thanks for the eggs, GDO. Am I helping? Yeah, they're dang close. Alright. Yep, Znern taking the safe way up, just lining up the camera as best as possible and then walking. And GDO! Damn, both of them had pretty much perfect, like, best case situation tent rope climbs. I think from the sound effects, if I heard right, GDO got gold feathers and then red feathers, so nice. It's nice to have gold feathers for Hag 1, and nice he doesn't have to worry about having the right amount of red feathers for the Talon Torpedo. Really carefully lining up the shot there. So relatable, honestly. That's all the jiggies. Yeah, so the only thing left to do is get Talon Torpedo and notes for Clockworks. So they got, well, and open JRL, but like, that's not a collectible. Yeah, if we called this 14 jiggy, then someone might be able to argue the run is over already. They got 14 jiggies, right? There's also probably faster ways to simply purely get 14 jiggies. Alright, we've got another puzzle. Time to see if we lose or gain a few seconds. I'm watching you, Znernicus. I'm not gonna miss this. Alright. I don't think that he meant to pick that piece up. I was gonna say, I think he was going for the one that he just put down there. But that happens sometimes. You try to pick up a piece and just grab the one next to it instead. Ugh. I don't like this pattern Znern got. It's not nice. Okay, so 79. How's GDO going? A bit better. Not that much better. Both 79s. Maintaining. 16 star doesn't end it. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just being goofy since there was a vote about the name of this category a while back. It's important to be silly. Not important enough to give it the best name, though, apparently. One of the category names up for the voting was Slighty Restricted. Because it's like... It's restricted, but it's not restricted as much as No DCW. And we gotta make fun of the devs for... Well, maybe not make fun of the devs, that's the wrong word. We gotta enjoy the typos. Slighty is such a good idea. I love it so much. Like, yes, any % no Bitclips is the most descriptive of all the options, right? More descriptive than 14 Jiggy, certainly more descriptive than Slighty Restricted. But, like, we all know what we're talking about. And people who don't can read the rules. Come on. They would have, because so... Actually, you know what? It probably depends on what language you're playing it in, right? Because NSO has, if you wanted to play like in Spanish or something, you would be playing in the PAL version, I think. And I believe that the typo is, I don't remember which version it's fixed at, but it is fixed by that point. So if you're playing North America, NTSC, English, it should say Slighty. If you're playing English on the PAL version, then like European PAL, then it would say Slightly, I think. Someone can call me on this or test it out, but I'm pretty sure that's how it should work. Because they won't have like edited the ROM to like fix things. It's still, it's emulation with extra work to make it not crash, hopefully, I assume, as much as Tooie emulation usually would. Oh, this is exciting. Znernicus is still ahead. Oh, no, I was gonna say you turned so early there. I think? I don't know. I'm not one to talk, because I'm the one who always does that, but that felt early to me. Maybe it wouldn't have been early if it had been a gentler turn to the left, and not as, like, sharply left. I think GDO will have to watch this back himself and tell me what the problem was, because... my intuition is so off from just like failing it and not knowing why so many times. No problems though. Fast swimming means if you only get hit once, you can easily make it back to the end. Doesn't even have to go straight up for air. It's fine. You just... facing backwards out of the water. Oh, I missed it because I was staring at GDO. We got a bonk from Znern, huh? Well, that helps. Honestly, bonk, probably not too far off in like time loss wise from bonking on the inky and having to readjust. Like I could be totally off base, but as long as you readjust quickly, which GDO did. Doesn't really feel like you lose that much. Oh, the sign! We're talking to the sign! Yeah, this is a fun race in the fact that it's quite close. It is the second race, which means if GDO were to win this would be not going to first person here? GDO? What's going on here? Okay, now we're in first person. That was different. Oh, green. We got green, blue. I said green. I don't know why. Znernicus got green, blue. Jito will have red. Hopefully green. Holding my breath. Not actually holding my breath. I'm yawning. Hey, we got green. Makes up for it a bit. But yeah, what I was saying was there's like 2 underdogs and oh no. 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 Is that it? No, I was gonna say it was the one on the left, wasn't it? Oh, Znern. GDO is Christmassy and it's October. I don't know. Oh, right, green and red. I was like, what does this mean? What exactly about GDO is... Oh my god, Znern. That turns the tables for sure. God. I was just talking about how it's such a close race, and it's kind of cool because in a sense, there's 2 underdogs to root for. We've got... GDO has been behind the entire race, so there's a chance that he could pull ahead, which would be really exciting. But also, he won the first match, and Znern, you know, if he wins, that means we get a round 3. Znern's also got the slower PB, so him taking one would be very exciting. But good god, 2 wrong clones. That hurts. We got some splaining to do. Oh, Znern. Okay, I don't know if this is like a formal forfeit here or an accident. Well, he's fixing it. Like, is this just an unfortunate series of events? Or... Yep, here's the classic. You're in a race, you're just like... I mean, I'm watching this cutscene for the next, like, minute. I guess I'll type in chat to blow off some steam. Man. Sadness. Oh man. Okay. I gotta collect myself. I'm like, no. Okay, we're starting Hag 1. The beginning of the end. True tragedy. This is more tragic. Or is it? I don't know. As tragic, if not more, than me dying to the inky. Well, no, sorry, drowning after getting hit by the inky a bunch, and then dying to the eels after that. Like the wrong clones and then the Minji Jongo. I feel like that's the same level of pain. Good lord. Yeah, there is a wide gap. I read that as a minute difference, and I was like, it's bigger than you think. Like, this fight really should go about the same every— and then I was like, wait, no. That's supposed to say a minute, not minute. I was like, I appreciate the optimism. All right. I read your name. I don't know if you go by Teaspoon or what, but the Japanese or Chinese characters part just reminded me of the grocery store I used to go to in Japan, and the little jingle that they had. It was like, something like, Minatoya. They're closed now, apparently. I looked on Google Maps recently. It's very sad. Optimistic video. A minute difference. This will be one where I pull them both in when it's done, unless something truly catastrophic happens to GDO here. Which, so far, so good. I've been looking back and forth. But I don't think I've seen any, like, aw, GDO, why'd you do that type stuff, you know? It's just a pretty standard Hag one. I won't deny the possibility that I may have missed something, though, because that happens to me a lot. Hey, we got those gold feathers from Witchy World. Ugh. Getting all the exhaust in your face. Can't be good for you. Ooh. Ugger felt a little close there. This is another thing that's been wild seeing on Switch, is people doing the battery phase and not having to turn the camera, and there just being no lag. It's like, this ain't right. Alright, Znern had feathers too, but wasn't quite, like, in the right position. Or he was in a fine position, but the Hag 1 digger wasn't. Okay. Elgar getting a little too close. Giving him a warning shot. Excuse me. Alright, one more shot to go for GDO. And that's GG 43-54 versus, let's see here. I have way too many windows open. Alright, GG. Goodness gracious.
I'm not saying anything until Znernicus gets in here. We gotta go over this only once.
Yeah.
I don't want to be brought back to those dark times.
Yeah, I'm gonna just bring him in now. He's in the last couple phases, but it was a race, we'll say. Okay. GG. What a race that was. If you want to finish it out, we'll give you a moment, but
I did.
Alright.
I'm honestly shocked this was still a 43. Like, it just okay, so
okay. Yeah, there's a lot to discuss.
I'll let
sure.
you take it over, Snoopy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you explain, I guess.
So the start was fun. GDO, you, I think, like, went right straight into the Klungo cutscenes trigger, which actually put you a bit ahead because Znernicus landed on it from the other side.
My controller has a wonky Z button, and so if I'm not holding it down hard enough, like I can hold it down, but if I'm not pressing it hard enough, I won't crouch. And if like, it happens to me all the time where I just jump straight into it because I think I'm holding the button, but then I'm not, so I just jump. That's what happened.
That checks out. And then we had Red House, I thought was going to be the moment, like, ooh, well, we had Green versus Red Klungo for you guys, which put you a bit behind, but then we had second try and third try Red House, and then Power Hut Basement. You want to talk about that?
I doubled down on my strat. What can I say? It's a good strat.
Twice in a row?
Did you fall?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
You got it.
Or, I meant, did you fall? As in, like, did you fail it?
So I had to do my backup again. Not on purpose. I wasn't, like, thrilled with how things were going out of, like, mayhem. I thought maybe, like, I didn't check if I was ahead or behind at any point.
Oh, I did.
Until like the very end. Yeah. And so I didn't even realize I was ahead for Klungo. I kind of wish I knew so that I would like play it a little safer on the blue potion. But to be honest, I just didn't know which one was the real clone. Like,
I noticed that.
The close clone blocked the rest.
The first one was just
splitting up. The first one I felt like I shot at the real one, but it just hit the wrong one. Like a little bit of bad luck. Maybe I shot too early.
The first one felt like bad luck. Yeah, like a clone walked in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
the second one
like
you were just looking at the
wrong way.
clone.
The second one I just didn't know which one was the real one because my view was completely like blocked by the one who was in my face. So by the time he moved out of the way, it was like, well, I couldn't see which one it was. So I just guessed, and I guessed wrong. It feels so crappy to lose on, like, bad luck costing a minute, but I don't know.
Znern, what was your leave GGM split time?
10:11.
Mine was 10:37.
Wow. Yeah, that was it was rough.
I had a really, really bad GGM. Like, my GGM, it started with, like, when I was doing the prospector notes, and so I thought I was gonna make it to the platform, so I did a lazy beak bust, and then I didn't make it, so I had to beak bust up. So as I was beak busting up to the platform where Jam Jars is, I was too low, and I went all the way down to the bottom one again, and I had to go back up, and then clapped at a talent trot here, and then I had to do and then I didn't grab the ladder at all. Like, I just missed it for some reason, so I had to do another backflip, and then So after GGM, I was like, oh god, I'm so far behind. So I brought it up just to like see how far behind I was Znernicus, and I was like,
Mhm.
okay, it's about like 30 seconds ish. Like I can
Yeah,
just pray
you can come
MT
back
goes
from that.
well. So then I
Your
saw
MT
chat
looked
going
clean.
crazy when I was heading to Jiggy Wiggy, and I was like, what could have happened? And so I saw.
My stream went down actually.
Yeah.
I saw your hand was frozen on the puzzle, and so I
thought
thought
it was
that
like a
you got puzzle soft locked.
Oh, God.
Oh,
And so
no.
I immediately minimized my window, and I was like, that sucks, but thank you, Jesus. And then like, and so I was playing through MT a bit, and I was like, all right, let's see, because chat was just talking, right? And I was like,
Right.
okay, well,
Yeah.
that seems suspicious for a puzzle soft lock. So then I saw that the hamsters are doing their job, whatever, and I was like, oh, it
Yeah.
wasn't a soft lock, Znernicus. And then what happened to you in MT? Because when we were both learning A game pretty close together, and
Yeah.
we don't know.
I noticed that my stream dropped just as I was entering MT, and to be honest, it did distract me a little bit, and I think that was part of why I missed JSG early the first time.
Oh, you missed it once.
Aw,
So
yeah.
That
yeah,
would do it, yeah.
I was a little flustered, and then I was like, wait, I'm
Yeah.
local recording, I have a VOD, if anything, like even if it doesn't come back up, it's okay.
Right,
But by then I had
yeah.
already lost 12 seconds from missing
Yeah.
JSG early once. So I was
Yeah.
like, well, now this run that was like okay pace into MT is just kind of meh and not so good. And then I got third try code again.
Yeah, I did too.
And
Both
I
of
was
you
like
did.
just pretty I was pretty unhappy with my chances of winning at that point, not knowing where GDO was at. And I just kind of played the rest of it like normal until I got plungoed.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
gap definitely closed in MT, but you still maintained your lead until Klungo. It was
Yeah, I was happy enough with my Witchy World JRL segments. It was all fine enough. Like I actually just kept pace with my PB. It wasn't amazing like last run, but it was like good enough that I was still on pace for a mid 43. And then yeah, and then Klungo just ruined it. I was really hoping I would just get red because I was like please don't troll me, and then it trolled me, and then I didn't get the right clone twice.
I kept pace with my PB like after Prison Compound, but for me it was like such a roller coaster because it was like soft lock, I win. Oh no, Znernicus is actually like his stream just went down. And then I was like, well, he's still ahead. Ah shit, I got third try code. I'm fucked. Chat's like, hey, they both got third try code. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're back in the game.
It was like at the same time too at that point. Like you were drilling the boulder as he was going into JGM pretty much.
Right.
And then I had like a great GGM puzzle, and then a really bad Witchy World puzzle, and then a really like okay-ish. Actually,
you both got 79 JRL.
Yeah.
I didn't like my JRL split up, but
same. I was thinking that looking at it. I was like,
I just couldn't put down pieces. Like I don't know what was happening. I wasn't putting them in the wrong spot. I was just not pressing the button hard enough to put them down, so I kept...
No, that happens to me all the time where I'm like, I think that I'm putting them in the spot, and the game is
and then
like,
you start
no,
moving
you're
to
like
the next
a
spot,
centimeter
like, wait.
off to the side.
Yeah, but see, I just wasn't putting them down. Like it wasn't even giving me that it was just me not putting the pieces down in the puzzle. So
well, anyways, GG on the match.
It was still a really exciting race, like I said.
This time around.
So close for most of it. Like the start, obviously there was you had a much bigger lead on GDO, but that's part of what makes a race exciting, right? Is seeing it closing but still maintaining. I had to ask.
This
Minji
wasn't
Jongo?
said.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say this wasn't said until now. But did you accidentally go into Mingy?
I was. By the time I missed the second clone, that's when I decided to open the stream just to confirm that I definitely lost the race. And I was like, yep, I'm definitely losing the race. And it's not like I intentionally really wanted to go visit Mingy, but I was more like
weren't as careful about
looking at my screen and half like looking at the restream at the same time, and I wasn't very careful. And then as soon as I like clicked Mingy's face, I was like, for the laughs or something.
Yeah, yeah, he
You're
said that.
just
I was like,
of course.
is this a forfeit or is this a like, what's for the laughs? But yeah, no.
It
I
was
get you.
I know I'm not gonna win regardless, but yeah, it was
Oh.
fun.
I gold splitted my hag one too, so.
Oh wow. Jeez.
Only by a half second though, not
Yeah.
so not quite up to pace with Znernicus, but we're
Nice
getting there.
goal,
We're
though.
getting there.
I didn't have quite an amazing egg one this time. It was a 625.
Yeah.
Not so great.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine was a
I meant-
617.85.
Meant to ask, in Pine Grove, swimming towards the Talon Torpedo boulder,
Yeah.
you were just
I didn't
hit
see up.
and we're like,
Well, I
well,
hit it.
whatever, or...
I hit it,
Oh,
but when
fair.
I hit buttons, I only hit them once.
Uh-huh.
Like
Sure.
even when I canceled
Yeah,
text,
yeah.
I hit the button once, and so I didn't see up, and I was like, you know what? If I take my hands off my controller to
you gotta
not
stop
do
the
my fast
swim and
swimming,
yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna screw up my swimming. So I was like, I'll just take the little bit of lag and just do it fine. So,
It was less
yeah.
laggy than I expected it to be, honestly.
It's
I was
awkward
surprised.
controlling
Yeah, the
swimming
controls are
when
the
you're
bigger
trying to
problem.
do fast swimming when you're not in first person. But
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna, cause
It's such a short swim that I guess you don't really feel the need to like
Yeah.
spend the time to get back in first person.
trying to think if there's any other last little things, but I think
Yeah,
we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah,
I
think
did
just
play my
about.
ass off in Witchy World, though.
Both of you guys, both races had like perfect tent rope climbs, so GG
Well,
on
the
that.
first
I noticed
one I didn't.
the first one you didn't. Maybe I missed
No,
the
in the
setup.
first race, I
must have
fell
only
off
seen
the tent rope once.
Oh no. Okay. Well.
okay.
I must.
But
have
in
missed
in
that.
the second race, I
The
had
second one was definitely-
basically a perfect Witchy World. My aim for the button was a little slow, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I feel
about
so
it,
much better
yeah.
about how this went compared to last time. Even though it ended up 0-2 in my direction, but I
They
feel
were
like
both
I've
close.
made for some exciting races. The first race was like
Oh, yeah.
just legitimately close, and the
Yeah.
second one was also close until I got trolled at the end. I feel like if luck swings more in my favor, this could be a different outcome. So
Yeah.
and hopefully I'll get to play you again in the grand finals, but I have to get through one more match
Yeah.
before that.
Got a few
only
more.
3 matches
more
left,
races.
potentially 4.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum 3, maximum 4 races left. So I'm gonna at Sunder in Toucans and be like, hey, but I know Sunder,
Chop chop.
he's been working so much. He's got to pay off his house. So
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the triple toucans meetup.
yeah, the final part.
Yeah, that'd be insane if Toucans beats me and he like lost to me twice and then outranks me in the tournament results.
Yeah.
The final.
All right. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm somewhat glad that you won because then like I don't have to worry about a fraudulent-esque win because of the setting. I don't know.
I don't think that we were really worried about the stream situation. Like, it came back up and it was very clear that it was still running. And like you said, you were local recording anyway, and I don't know.
Yeah,
there wasn't anything else like...
I wasn't too worried once the stream came back on. But I was nervous for a little while because I was worried that you guys were gonna like assume that the race might have ended prematurely or something, which I'm glad you didn't.
I was just like, until he says something, like, my power went out, it's over, or I don't know, like, because like mobile data, usually you can see like a Discord ping or something, so I figured I'd send you a thing in case.
Makes sense.
But no, I was like, just let it keep going.
The weird thing is like, it didn't say that I had no internet on my computer. It was just OBS.
The stream.
So I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's pretty rare. Doesn't happen to me that often.
Well,
anyways,
if it does happen, it has to happen during a race.
For the race, and thanks for hosting us again, Snoopy.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll race you again soon.
Yeah.
Hope so.
We got so Sunder and Toucans. That's the only upcoming race right now, until
Yeah.
one of them wins and races you next. So
Yeah, they haven't.
it's been a while
scheduled.
since there's been only one
I'm
thing that
hoping-
needs scheduling.
I'm hoping to either Tuesday or Wednesday set up a booter exhibition, but I don't know if that's gonna happen
Yeah,
in those
maybe
days.
something
But
soon.
so hopefully someone steps forward so we can do something because people are starting to play and practice, so should be fun.
Does anybody have someone they would like to raid? Because I do not.
Late on a Sunday night.
Yeah,
it's
it's
usually hard
not
to expect people, but
it's just
let's
the
see.
marathon
Oh,
reruns
actually-
and stuff up right now.
It looks
got,
like
I looked
the
at
DK
Tea
runners just
Kettle, but it
finished
looks
their
like they're
bingo,
done. Yeah,
so, yeah.
A friend
I
of mine
doubt
is
they're doing another
streaming.
one.
we could go there.
Luxurious lady.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Is that any underscores or anything? I've seen the name.
Yeah, I
before.
put it
Oh,
in.
you got it. Sick. All right. Well, let's go. GG again. Both of you good races.
GG.
Still
GG.
insane busting out that random strat we've never seen before in the middle of a race.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm somewhat glad I got to do it a second time because then like you were trying to watch
Like,
closely.
yeah, I was looking. I was like, oh, okay, there it is. All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, we will say goodbye now then and go raid. So
Good
thanks
night.
everyone for watching.
Bye, everyone.